He was fading. The beeping machines around him slowed with every hour. Fluorescent light painted his face in sickly yellows. We were supposed to be saying goodbye. Then he whispered, "Can you look at my back, Dad?" His voice trembled like it had traveled too far to reach me. I hesitated. His mother, my wife, tightened her grip on his hand. She didn't look at me. I pulled the sheet down slowly. He winced, and then I saw it. Bruises, old, new, some purple, some black, some shaped like fingerprints. I froze. My own breath stopped. I traced one gently. He flinched. The room went silent. She still didn't speak. I stepped back, pressed the call button. When the doctor came in, I didn't say a word, just pointed. He looked, then looked again. "This is unbelievable." I didn't look at her face. I already knew what I'd see there. She said it was the nurses, rough handling, fragile bones. The lies came easy to her. They always had. I used to believe her because it was easier than the alternative. Now I couldn't afford ease. She kept insisting, crying, pacing. I stayed silent. At home, I watched her, closely. Every time her phone vibrated, she turned her back. When I spoke, her answers were too smooth, rehearsed. There had been signs, years ago, the way our son avoided her touch, the way he'd cling to me when she left the room. And I ignored it. Because love has a way of making you blind, and fear keeps your eyes closed even when you know better. But now he was dying, and I would not close my eyes again. I went back to the hospital alone the next night. He was asleep, but his nurse wasn't. She looked tired, guarded, but when I asked, really asked, she answered, said he'd had bruises when he was admitted. They logged it, filed it, told his mother. Nothing was done. I asked for the records. Legally, I had the right. She handed them to me quietly, said she was sorry, that she hadn't realized how bad it was. She had. They all had. But no one had spoken. I found the CPS report buried deep, closed due to lack of evidence. My wife's name was on the contact sheet. Next to it, primary caregiver. My fingers trembled. At home, she was laughing on the phone. I stood in the hallway again, same spot I always did when I was trying to pretend things were fine. This time, I wasn't pretending. I was listening. She said his death would be a release, that the little shit just wants attention, that I was too soft to see it. I recorded every word. The next day, I went to the hospital with the file, and a detective. He read the nurse's statements, saw the photos, heard the recording. He didn't speak for a long time. Then he asked me one question. "Do you want her present when we talk to your son?" I said, "No." They arrested her that night. She screamed, cursed, called me a traitor, said it was stress, said she was tired, said he was lying. She even tried to cry. But I didn't look at her. I went straight to my son's bedside. He opened his eyes, weak, afraid. I knelt down, held his hand. "They know," I whispered. He blinked. A tear rolled down. Then he slept. For once, it looked peaceful. I didn't go to her hearing, didn't answer her calls, but I sent the lawyer everything. Evidence, audio, witnesses. She thought she'd walk away with sympathy, maybe even custody, public pity. But the court saw through her. Every lie, every bruise, every omission. She lost everything. Her career, her image, and, most of all, control. They sentenced her. Not long enough, but it was something. When she saw me again, briefly, in the hall outside the courtroom, she reached out. "I need to talk to you," she whispered. I looked at her hand. Didn't take it. "You used to love me," she said. I met her eyes. The mask was gone. Just ruin left underneath. I used to believe you were someone else. Then I walked away. My son didn't make it. He died 6 days after the truth came out. I held his hand the whole time, and he smiled, just once. I tell myself it was enough. I buried him under a sky so gray it looked like grief. No speeches, just silence. People asked why she wasn't there. I didn't answer, because I had already buried her too. Not in dirt, but in truth and silence. There are things darker than death, like a parent who forgets how to love, and a father who waits too long to see what was always right in front of him. But I saw it now, and I will never close my eyes again.